Hello students, my name is Shruti and I will be taking the chapter 3, that is business environment, of your business studies course. I believe you have already studied in the first two chapters the nature and significance of management as well as principles of management. Okay. So today I will be teaching you about business environment and how this business environment will specifically affect a business organization. Okay. Let us go to the next slide. So business environment basically consists of two words, that is business and environment. Let us see what these means individually. First word is business, and the meaning of business is trade. Then we have environment, which means the surroundings or conditions in which something operates. Okay? It might be a person, it might be a thing, it might be an organization, whatever it operates in, or the surrounding conditions in which it operates is called as environment. And hence we say business environment is a trade that operates in effect to various forces that can be both internal as well as external to the organization. Okay. So the important words here are various different forces that can be internal as well as external. Okay. Let us see these forces one by one. We have an image here which shows this is a company or a organization, and the various different forces that act on this particular company or a business. Fine. The first one is demographic forces. Demography means people. The different factors of a person is called as a demography of that particular person. And hence the demographic forces that act on a company are internal demographic forces as well as external demographic forces. The internal demographic forces are the people that work in this particular organization, and the external demographic forces are customers that buy the product or service related to this company. Okay. Let us go to the next one. The next one is natural forces that might affect a running of the business. Consider there is a company in Japan where a tsunami has happened. A tsunami is a natural force, and that tsunami has severely affected the infrastructure of that organization. Now, this will adversely affect the organization and the business will not be able to make any profit. This is how natural forces will also affect the organization or a business. Then we go to economic forces. See, economy is different for each country. If you are living in India, here the economic forces are different. If you are living in a developed country such as USA, then their economy will be different. But if you are living in a country such as Syria, where it is a war-torn country, then their economic forces acting on your business will be different. Understood? The economy of a country as a whole will directly or indirectly affect your business or affect the business. Next we have political forces. Political forces encompasses two different divisions, that is government as well as the different parties in a country. Okay. Their political views and their views on economy and various other things will affect the company, such as demonetization. When demonetization happened in India, it was a political as well as economic force that affected the organization. Then we have cultural forces. In India there are various cultures, and all these various cultures will affect a organization. Then we have technological forces. Technology, as we know, is very rapidly changing and very rapidly evolving, and that will have a force on the company, or it will have effect on the company. Okay. So this is just a very short introduction of how these forces might affect your company or a organization. Next we will see all these in detail. Up till this point we have seen what is business and what is environment. Now we are going to see how this environment is going to affect a business. Consider the example of a very famous company called as Coca-Cola. This company sells beverages. Beverages means soft drinks. Okay. So Coca-Cola is one of the world's biggest companies which sells beverages. Now in 2006 in India there is an NGO called as Center for Science and Environment which conducted tests on Coca-Cola. They found out that Coca-Cola has a lot of fertilizers and chemicals in it which are not safe for human consumption. This Center for Science and Environment, CSE, submitted a report to the government stating that Coca-Cola is not safe for consumption for regular people. Now government has set up standards which says that this can be the permissible level of chemicals in any beverages. If any company does not follow this regulation, then government has the authority to ban the sale of the product of that particular company. Okay. When CSE gave a report to the Government of India released this report to the press. Now, who reads the report from the press? The consumers. Now, what happened to the consumers? Consumers, the perception, the thinking of the consumer shifted. Now, they stopped consuming Coca-Cola, which affected Coca-Cola in such a way that its sales dropped drastically to a very, very low level. Now, other businesses started coming up which gave competition to Coca-Cola and which marketed their products as better than that of Coke. Now, the sales of these other businesses started going up and Coca-Cola started going down. Okay. So, one report from this organization passed on to the government and the government passed it on to the consumers and consumers stopped buying the products of Coke. This is how all these factors, external factors, affect the working of one company which is Coke. Okay. This should make you clear about how some of the points will affect the sales or the working of a business.